Support for WMNF comes from our members in ProCopy, serving the Tampa Bay business community for 38 years. ProCopy is open 24 hours, 7 days a week, providing color printing and business solutions for its clients. More at 813-988-5900 or pro-copy.com.
Hi, this is Tom Scherberger, former host of WMNF's Wavemakers. I hope you'll join me for the launch of a new in-person speaker series called Wavemakers Live. I'll be your host for lively conversations with people making a difference around Florida and Tampa Bay. We kick things off August 21st with WMNF's own Nadine Smith. You know Nadine as the host of the Wide Awake America Public Affairs Show, but she's also the co-founder of Equality Florida, where she's been fighting for equal rights for 30 years and was one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. We'll talk about how the right-wing agenda nationally has its roots in Florida and how Florida can provide a blueprint for resistance. Join us on August 21st at 7:30 p.m. at the Commodore in Ybor City. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door. Doors open at 7. Space is limited, so buy your tickets now on WMNF.org.
This is Live Music Showcase here on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. We are here in studio with none other than Doug South. How you doing, Doug?
Oh, I can't complain, man.
He's here with the band today, too.
Absolutely.
I think last time you were here solo.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And today we've got the full band.
Oh, yeah.
Band, how are we doing? How's the band members doing? How are we all doing?
We are here.
We are here.
Oh, man.
Moving and grooving.
You can only go up from there. I love it.
Yeah.
Doug, what's your first song?
Oh, we're going to do the first song I released this year, St. Pete Girl. And, yeah, let's get it.
Take it away.
St. Pete Girl, sidewalk, side stepping, I keep on getting where did I go my life? Getting lost in the city lights, know my future's burning bright. One night I saw her face, I'm more than double take, and right before my eyes, I knew right then she got the best of me. She is the queen of my night. Say, big girl, all on my mind. Say, big girl, take on my time. I'm a landing, she's my water. Can't let this world run dry. Say, big girl, take my hand until I die. She's a star in my movie. She's so influencing the way she looks at me. It feels so amusing. Her touch is so thing of love that I can't say. I can't say. Say, big girl, all on my mind. Say, big girl, take all my time. I'm a landing, she's my water. Can't let this world run dry. Say, big girl, take my hand until I die. Say, big girl, all on my mind. Say, big girl, take all my time. I'm a landing, she's my water. Can't let this world run dry. Say, big girl, take my hand until I die. Take my hand until I die. Take my hand until I die.
Yeah, live music showcase. Doug South in the house. This is live music showcase, the only show on WMNF where you get a live studio performance from an actual real live band and a little bit of the stories that happened behind the scenes with that band. Today, that band is Doug South and company here. Wonderful. Can we go around and introduce the band real quick?
Absolutely.
Can we do that? All right, let's start from over here.
Hey, what's up? I'm Andrew Friedman. I play pedal steel.
Pedal steel. All right, we got Doug South right there in the center. And over here on the bass.
We got Sean Fody on the bottom. He got him. My mic was off. Sean Fody. Playing the bass guitar.
He said the coolest thing. And okay, all right. And then in there on the drums, we have...
We got AJ Sims. You know, we just moving and grooving.
Oh, yeah,
moving and grooving.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. You want to take us into the next song? What's the next one called?
This one is not released yet, but we're probably coming up pretty soon. This is one called Hurricane Chardonnay. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Take for the waves to wash us away. How many more before it breaks? Be packed up in all our separate ways. But it's worth it sometimes. The sun still shines in the morning, but in the nighttime the stars shine on our darkness. Chardonnay, if I may keep my place, won't you find a way to let me stay? Hurricane Chardonnay, let's just say everything's fine. Here's the last thing I need is a kind of glorified. I can't help but be amazed to see her story. Oh, the clouds are not, the lightning is bright, I am calling. Hurricane Chardonnay, if I may keep my place. Let me stay. Hurricane Chardonnay, let's just say everything's fine. Cause the last thing I need is a kind of glorified. Let me stay. Hurricane Chardonnay, let's just say everything's fine. Cause the last thing I need is a kind of glorified. And the last thing I need is a kind of glorified.
Live music showcase here on 88.5. You are listening to Doug South. That Nice little pedal steel finish. Yeah. We were talking before the show started about ASMR. That's a personal ASMR trigger of mine.
It's beautiful.
There's a nice little pedal steel harmony that slides into. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Good Lord.
Very, very nice. Andrew Friedman there over on the pedal steel.
Thank you.
Appreciate your presence here in the studio. Doug, you have a new configuration.
Yeah, man.
It's like a new group of people.
Dude, it's honestly, the more like you do it, the configuration kind of changes, especially when you're traveling too. It's like, you know, like you realize like, you know, the cost of like getting 4 people to the same place. Like it just like complicates everything. So you just kind of like, I don't know, I was like, for a while, I just always wanted to have like the same like lineup for consistency and stuff. But man, it's just not realistic. Like like later on down the line. It's just
well, you do a lot of traveling, so like to that point, you travel all the time. You're in New York, you're in Nashville, you're out in LA. Like you're all over the place. So I mean, I understand that, but you're traveling like as an individual. You're not like going on tour to these places frequently, because that frankly, like going from Florida to LA to Florida to New York to Florida.
Oh yeah. Well, so
that would not be a good tour route.
Yeah. So like
It'd be a very
LA's
expensive tour route.
Oh yeah, LA is for more like of like recording and stuff. But like, you know, when I'm playing, I play guitar for a guy named Leon Myson. He's actually from here.
Yeah, we know Leon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like, so that's like kind of been like my first like kind of real touring experience and stuff, where we're doing like, actually we did our very first show, I got E. coli poisoning 2 days before the show.
Oh great.
It was awesome.
Wonderful.
The biggest show I've ever played in my life, you know.
Man.
E. coli poisoning.
E. coli poisoning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So was that before, during, or after your stage performance?
Oh, that was like
show?
the best time, about 36 hours before the show. Like
so you're on stage and you just basically look kind of like, you know, pale and shaky and
yeah, I was not quite as like shaky, but I was just definitely like really weak.
Just
like,
really weak.
It definitely exhausts you of like all your like, you know, nutrients or whatever. Like you're just like I was so tired, honestly. Like I slept like the whole like road trip felt like a fever dream.
I'm glad you didn't cancel that show due to exhaustion.
Yeah, not an option.
As guitarists frequently do.
Not an option.
Not an option. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's jump into the next one. What's the next song called?
Let's get it. This one's called This Last Sip. This last sip tastes like should be here for me. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. Maybe when it's not meant to be. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. I should be going home, slipping to my sheets all alone. But I've got a problem, drunk down and with my phone. Might not be the best time, this I know. This last sip tastes like should be here for me. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. Maybe when it's not meant to be. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. She will not be sleeping so low, but I decided going forward that I wouldn't hurt back to her. Since then I've been drinking again. This last sip tastes like should be here for me. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. Maybe when it's not meant to be. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. It tastes like should be here for me. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3. Maybe when it's not meant to be. But so my mind in bars close to 3. But so my mind in bars close to 3. Oh, so my mind in bars close to 3.
South here on Live Music Showcase. I'm loving the twang. I'm enjoying the twang. The twang is in my heart and in my soul. I do declare. So new band, new Doug.
I mean, what is new?
Same Doug.
What is new?
Hang on, I'm not asking Doug. I'm asking the band.
We're bringing him up.
We're bringing him up. We're bringing him up. All right. How is playing with Doug these days, bandmates?
Well, he's not the man he was when I met him, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Did he lose a little weight or like?
No.
Less of a man, more of a man? I'm just joking. It's a bad joke.
Yeah.
More hair.
Mark says more hair from the control room. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've got kind of a mane going at this point.
Oh man, might be the headphones.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
Dude, I'm like kind of working on my audition for the Geico commercial to be one of the cavemen.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Well, then you're going to need to let that hair not be washed for a couple of days.
Oh man, that's no problem.
A couple of days.
Nah, I don't know. Actually,
They're like, he hasn't washed his hair since it grew this. No, I'm just kidding. Doug, tell me about your guitar.
Man, I got this about a few years ago. I'm still paying it off.
It looks pretty.
Dude, I love it. I have like a few parts casters that were like, which is like Telecasters made out of different parts,
Sure.
if you know. And they were great, but it was like always some kind of issue or something. There's always like some like little tweak that needs to be made. I just wanted something brand new that didn't have any problems, that was completely reliable, and this was it.
Yeah, man.
Fender Custom Shop.
So I kind of made an assumption just because I don't have the vision I used to have, and I can't see the serial numbers from over here at this point, But I looked at the neck and I was like, ooh, that neck's got some pretty cool wear on it. I wonder how old that guitar is. So that's a new guitar.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good at the whole relic.
I know they are.
It's like it's kind of crazy how like marketing is like, maybe if we make the product look rougher, you're trying to come up with the right word. That was a close one. Maybe if the product looks rougher, people will be more likely to buy it. Like, which like is kind of, but it kind of makes sense. If something like looks too like polished
with guitars,
it kind of looks cheapy, So like, it's a weird thing.
These days, people are buying the story of a guitar just as much as they're buying the quality of it. And as it turns out, the quality of it and the story of it tend to go hand in hand with vintage gear. It's the reason why vintage gear has gone up in sales, whereas new gear has either stagnated or even kind of dropped a little bit over the past decade or so. Yeah, I think it's a similar correlation to the fact that record sales are still enjoying a nice high level compared to where they were 15 years ago. I mean, they're nowhere near, streaming numbers, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But when you buy a guitar, you're buying the story of that guitar often. And so any way that they can to kind of mimic the look of a good story.
This might be like a hot take, man, but like, I don't really get the whole obsession with gear. Like, I mean, like, have something that like you're comfortable with to make music with. Have something nice, of course, but like I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's maybe a hot take, but I feel like sometimes people care a little bit more about the gear than the actual like playing.
Bingo. Couldn't agree more with that. That's a common thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you can bend the hell out of those strings and you can pull some twang out of them, then you're in good shape, I think.
Yeah, as long as it's functional. That's like really funcionality is like I don't care what year it is or what color it is, if it's not functional, as long as it's
I mean, some of the junkiest guitars produce some of the coolest sounds.
Absolutely too. Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day, that authentic, weird, flawed kind of sound is pretty cool. Okay, we're coming up near the halfway point of the show.
Oh, wow.
The halfway point is the AMA, the Ask Musicians Anything. After this next song, we will initiate the AMA, the Ask Musicians Anything segment, where you, the listeners, can call in with any questions or comments you might have. And speaking of questions or comments, there's a nice little feed of comments on our live stream right now, which you can watch on Facebook or on YouTube. On Facebook, just search WMNF's Live Music Showcase, and on YouTube, search WMNF Community Radio. I want to see some more people in there now. We do have a nice collection of people in there now. We've got Mailer Taylor in there. We've got Dean Johannesson, who's going to be on the show next week, which is super cool. I'm looking forward to that, Dean. Let's see. We've got JT Brown too is in there. He's a good dude. He says dem boys can cook. And JT is he's an excellent source of good, honest critique.
Dude,
I love that
tell him to
about
pull up and like come sing a tune, man.
Yeah, come on in, Justin.
It's not too late.
Nobody calls him Justin. Come on in, JT. Come on in, man. Come on in and play a song right now.
Right now.
I don't know if you're like 5 minutes away or over in Pinellas, but
borrow a Taylor Swift's jet and just pull up, man.
Yeah, cost effective and economical. All right, let's jump into the next song. What's the next one called?
This one's gonna be called "The Whiskey Talking."
Ooh,
yeah.
Is it a metaphor?
I mean, aren't they all?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, now that you like actually make it so direct, I'm like kind of like picturing like a bottle of whiskey talking to me. You know. I didn't think about it that way until
it
you.
Wasn't just whiskey that you took.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Holding on to me to keep from falling. Keep your troubled mind from stalling. Am I just your escape? Or is this your start fame? 'Cause it seems like I just the whiskey talking. Forget me about a moment. It's alright, it don't matter to me. That's just the whiskey talking. Forget me about a moment. That's alright, it don't matter to me. Telling me you're broken hearted after all the shots that you fought. Yeah, I can feel you drowning. By the way you're sounding, and it seems like that's just the whiskey talking. Forgive me by the morning. It's alright, it don't matter to me. That's just the whiskey talking. Forgive me by the morning. It's alright, it don't matter to me. Hey.
The whiskey was talking. Is there a story behind that song?
Man, honestly, that was one of the first songs I was writing in this kind of direction. I was just kind of just throwing stuff at the wall, honestly, you know.
Have you had any nights where the whiskey did the talking for you when you maybe wish it hadn't?
Not with whiskey, no.
Oh, right, okay.
Doug's a tequila guy.
I was just going to say, I thought for sure I remembered you being a tequila guy, because I remembered that because I used to be a tequila guy.
Oh, yeah.
And for those out there who don't know, tequila is a special kind of alcohol in several ways. One of those ways is the fact that supposedly, I'm not a health expert, but supposedly tequila is the easiest of the spirits for your body to process, and therefore it is often assumed that means that you'll have a less intense hangover when you consume copious amounts of it. I will confirm that is not true as a personal, in my personal experience at least. The other thing that you'll learn about tequila drinkers is that they tend to be I won't say happier drunk, but I will say a more exuberant drunk.
It's less of a downer.
A little less of a downer. Are you a more exuberant tequila consumer?
Yeah, I think it just, if I'm drinking that, like, it's just, I can't do like the sweet stuff.
Yeah.
Just like that and not only like the bad hangover, just in general, like ingesting it, just like you don't feel, I don't know. Like, it's like the sugar and all that. I mean, it all has sugar, but
it all becomes sugar. Yeah, exactly. The way the body processes it is it converts it into sugar, which is why it gives you a giant headache, because you get a giant sugar rush ultimately when it processes, and then the sugar crash, and then you have your hangover.
And man, you gotta drink tequila in the Gulf of Margaritaville, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's the Gulf of Margaritaville?
You know, if we're gonna change the name so much, I feel like that would be a more fitting name.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Dougie.
There we go.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Well, I would say shots
I feel like
aimed.
I feel like Jimmy Buffett could be like, you know, like the governor of Florida.
He'll bring it back.
The late.
Bring back
it
when he comes
May
back.
he rest in
Gulf of
peace, yeah.
Margaritaville.
When he comes back.
Jimmy Buffett's gonna come back for our sins, man.
He actually died for 3 days, and then he came back for a day, and he was like, "Hey guys, want a drink? Never mind. Wait until I come back, because then it's really on." Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're listening right now, you're listening to Live Music Showcase. We're here in studio with Doug South on the only show on WMNF where you get a live band in studio performing music, talking about their life behind the scenes, behind the curtain. We're ready for the AMA, the Ask Musicians Anything. It's your chance to call in with any questions or comments that you might have for Doug, for the band, for me, for WMNF, for whoever, really. And these days, really anything is up for grabs, is on the table to talk about, as long as we, can still not get in trouble from the FCC, basically. So call in with your questions or comments, 813-239-9663. That number again is 813-239-9663. Or you can send an email to dj@wmnf.org. Our board op Charlie will take your calls. He'll take your questions. He'll take your comments. He'll send them all over to me. And at the end of the show, I'll share them with Doug and the band. All right. Sounds good. All right. So let's jump into another song.
Good deal.
What do you want to hear? What do you want to play?
Oh, this one's going to be called Carolina Skiff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's a Carolina skiff?
It's a boat. It's like a type
I had
of
a
boat.
feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll talk boats after the song. Let's do it. All right.
The what?
Feel, AJ.
I'm going to start it and y'all come in. Oh, wait. There's that frequency you love, Ken. Oh, yeah.
He was coming down the coast on a Carolina skiff, running out of time. It's getting kinda late, the motor hot and shit, but it was running fine. The sky was pink as he passed the deck, find his way by force, blowing smoke till his silence grows, pushing him for throttle. Oh, we ain't gonna capsize, it's gonna make it to the neon lights. He's coming fisherman's daughter. He walked inside, she was holding up with a smile of relief. Day after day, she prays to God, he makes it back in just one piece. Oh, we ain't gonna capsize, he's gonna make it to the online. He's coming back to shore, he's gonna kiss the salt water tonight. He's gonna kiss the salt water tonight. Well, she's out on the dock, casting a line. She's out on the dock, drowning in a wine. She'll never know that would be the very last time, the very last time. Oh, we ain't gonna capsize, he's gonna make it to the online. He's coming back to shore, he's gonna kiss the salt water tonight. 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 He's gonna kiss the salt water tonight.
Doug South here on Live Music Showcase. Damn, I missed the, I talked right over that hard stop. That was a nice hard stop. Sorry, guys. Doug, tell me about a Carolina skiff. Tell me about that.
It's a boat, probably like, honestly, I'm not like specifics. It's like 18, 22 feet. I don't know if they range in sizes or whatever, but it's basically, it's just a boat, like a smaller boat you can get around in the canals in. You can kind of go out into the Gulf if it's calm with it, but like, you know, it's average size boat, perfect for fishing, getting around. Oh, yeah.
Mark says it's a flat boat used for shallows. Now, I know you're kind of a boat guy.
I mean,
in the sense that, like,
it's
you're
fun.
out on a boat frequently.
Yeah.
I guess I should say. Let me rephrase. Because in Florida, there's a rule: you don't own a boat. You just make sure you're friends with someone who owns a boat.
Oh yeah, and when you live by the beach, like, you know, a lot of people have boats and stuff, and yeah, I mean, it's like one of the, actually, I'm trying to get Andrew on the water. He's never been on the water in Florida before. So.
What?
All right, what are we doing after?
Yeah, dude.
I was gonna say, now you guys have plans.
Yeah, dude.
Sunset cruise.
Absolutely.
Sunset cruise. That's the way to do it. It's the best way to do it because less sunburn.
We were going to go out yesterday, but our friend fell through. So if anybody on the air has a boat,
Yeah, call in.
If anyone
Call
listening
in
right
with
now
the
wants to take Doug and the band out on the boat.
If you could get us from the air to the water today, that would be great.
So a plane and a boat would be ideal. That's what we're talking
Well,
about.
by the air, like, you know, the radio waves.
Yeah,
you
I know, I'm just kidding.
I don't do those.
You can trust me for a bad pun every time, Doug.
Yes.
Every time. I promise. It never fails, except when it does. So okay, we're in July. You've got a new band configuration. You've been traveling. What are you trying to accomplish with the rest of the year?
Basically, probably going to be definitely going to be putting out some more music and stuff. And I'm doing, you know, some shows with, like I was talking about with Leon. We got some shows, like, kind of like we're getting to the works for the rest of the year. I'm like trying to be like careful about, like, for the first like 5 to 8 years I played around here, I was just like every day playing and posting every day. And I'm trying to make it like a little bit, like, I'm trying to not oversaturate the shows, because it's like, you know, I want it to be more of a special thing. So I'm like, I'm just being more careful about, like, how I promote something or whatever. But
interesting.
Sorry,
Gotcha. No, you're fine.
But yeah, that's the plan for the rest of the year, and just honestly kind of just seeing how things unfold while as I'm, like, you know, putting stuff out and
Sure.
you know, getting it done.
Okay. When it comes to, like, recording, you know, you've been doing it now for how long have you been recording? I mean,
Man,
you started pretty young.
I recorded for the first time like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was not ready.
Okay.
At
What do you
all.
mean by that?
Oh, dude, just like, I didn't really, I mean, I understood what was going on, but not really. There's just so many variables you don't think about until you've done it a lot and stuff. Also, I just was not good enough to be buying studio time. I should have, like, had like a a Focusrite like interface. You know, I should have started with that at home. I did that for like a few years before going to a studio. So yeah, I learned an expensive lesson.
Gotcha. So what's the process like now?
Well, now basically depends. It really depends. I definitely for like rhythm tracks and stuff, that's a little bit more like flexible. Go to like a different studio. But for getting guitars and vocals and mixing and mastering, I always go to my boy Cody Doss. Used to live over here, and now he's killing it over in LA. And yeah, he's doing great as a mixing engineer, producer. You know, so I still like, you know, that's why I go to LA so much to work with him, because we just have like enough of a flow to where it's just like, I don't know, it's like when we're dialing in the final details and stuff, it just breezes by, you know.
We also cut a great track in Nashville with Todd Lombardo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that.
Well, so Todd Lombardo is Post Malone's acoustic guitar player that was on the
I remember
that country record that he put out.
I remember you talking about that the last time you were here, that you were going to be doing that.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to do that. It was going to be a little bit earlier, but then the whole hurricane thing happened, so that kind of shuffled things around a little bit.
Put a little bit of a damper on things. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But we got it done, and we got a song with him and stuff. And honestly, it was just kind of weird how I met him. Like I met him like at a bar, like at 2 a.m, and Post Malone's entire like crew was there, and I was about to leave. Like it was like right next to one of the comedy clubs.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, you know, scoping the place out, and like I'm about to leave, and I'm like, is that like Post Malone, or is that just, you know? And yeah, it was just not only him, but like his crew from like a rehearsal, I guess.
Right.
So, and then yeah, like I of course like was like, hey man, sorry, can I get a picture, kind of thing. And then we kind of talked for a little bit, and he introduced me to Todd, and we kind of kept in touch, and yeah, worked out.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I love it. All right. I mean, let me jump into the comments here real quick. We just have a couple. Let's see. One's on YouTube, In the Ancient Now. Says, awesome. Sounding very nice. Ethan says, sweet. And then Mailer has a question for you. We'll call this we'll call this a pre-AMA question. Whole band question. Do you name your instruments? And if so, who are some of your most beloved ones? So a question for the whole band. Anyone can jump in.
I have definitely not. I don't think I've named an instrument.
Yeah, after the whole conversation about utility and stuff, I was like, you don't strike me as a person who names your guitars. Yeah.
No.
I don't either.
No.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah?
And they're my drums. Organically, I have Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear, and Goldilocks. They're all different kick drums, and that's what I call them.
I love that.
This is Lady J.
That's Lady J.
Yeah, it's a 78 J bass, back on the vintage kick.
Stellar. I love it. How about you, AJ? He's like, where's my microphone?
Nah. I don't really name him. You know, just keep it simple. You know, that's it.
I don't know too many drummers that name their kids, you know.
It's just too many parts.
If I named a kid, I would feel bad about constantly beating the crap out of it. You know what I mean? As you do with the drum kit.
That's a good thing about it.
That's what, yeah, it's supposed to, but I would feel bad about it. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's jump into another song. Yeah?
All right.
Where are we at on the set list? How many we got left?
We got a couple more.
We got a couple more? Yeah. Okay.
Let's do, taking to the next town.
Yeah.
Good deal. Money's no good there. Can't pull me a bar chair. Wouldn't serve me if they did. I've been getting too impaired. The bartender told me 3 times, run out of my lifelines. Sometimes that just ain't fair. The money's no good there. Gotta take it to the next town. They don't want me around. They don't wanna watch me drown. And it's hard to see me breaking down. So I gotta take it to the next town. So I found me a new bar, even brought my old guitar. Then I started hitting hard, took the keys to my car. Then I started seeing a star, taking it too damn far. That's gonna leave a scar, banned from another bar. Gotta take it to the next town, 'cause they don't want me around. They don't wanna watch me drown, and it's hard to see me breaking down. down.
Ooh, I like that ending. That was nice. Live music showcase. If you're just joining us, we're here in studio with Doug South. And how long did it take you guys to get that lick down?
I actually made it up about like an hour before the session, and then Andrew just kind of, I sent him the tune, he just came with the lick.
He was just like, I got it.
Yeah.
Yep, here it is.
Here it is.
No problem.
No problem. That's why I pay you the big bucks.
Oh, yeah.
I always like saying that because then I gauge how hard everyone laughs at that statement to see how many big bucks they're not being paid.
You should have saw the hotel Andrew and I stayed at.
Oh, they're so big. They're so big
dude.
and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The Bucks, they're big and beautiful.
We had a great view of the highway.
The Waffle House was right there, though.
Dude,
It was
yeah, we
awesome.
had like Waffle House, like almost connected to our room. Like,
Almost can. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
So could
do
you
like a few cartwheels and you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any? Never mind. The favorite place to eat when you're traveling, when you're on the road,
Mexican
when you're playing
food.
on the road. Mexican food.
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's like Andrew. That's our thing, dude.
So I'm gonna follow that question up with this question: how long have you ever been in a car with each other?
Ooh.
And how bad were the subsequent smells
Terrible.
after? Yeah, there it is. There it is.
yeah.
There it is. I was going to say Mexican food when you're on the road with a band.
Well,
The term is windows.
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 Say windows.
Yeah.
You just say that's it.
That's
you just say
the
windows.
rule. That's the tour rule.
Yeah, but I
Windows.
think we've done like 9 hours.
At least.
Like at least 9 hours to Key West.
Okay.
From Key West. We actually, it would have been quick. It would have been quicker if we didn't. The car didn't overheat on the way down.
That'll do that.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It overheated from all the Mexican food. That's what
Probably,
happened. Yeah.
honestly.
we then almost ran out of gas in Alligator Alley.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Which
yeah,
ruled.
that was awesome. Yeah, we were like, dude, we were like that close to like breaking down an Alligator Alley.
So when you say that close to a radio audience, they're like, I wonder how close.
Oh,
it is.
like I have
No,
my
just messing
I have
with
my
you.
fingers about like a couple inches away from each other. So like kind of like the smallest violin playing the saddest song kind of thing.
There you go.
know.
That's good. Alligator Alley. Okay, so then you were like,
Dude, we found some sketchy gas station like right in the middle that was like way. You had to like drive like way in like, and I'm just thinking like, dude, like if we're on the side of the road and there's like just like anaconda, there's everything to be afraid
Burmese
of. Like,
pythons,
dude, all of them. It's just like-
jaguars.
I would hate to be stuck there.
yeah, that's like yeah.
So what would you have done if you had run out of gas in Alligator Alley? What would you have done?
A Jaguar?
Stay in the damn car, man. I mean, yeah, like literally, I just would have like not gotten out. Like I would have just.
You're just like, this is where I'm dying. This is
Well,
it.
I mean, they can't.
Goodbye,
if
world.
you have the doors, actually, you know what? Can't they like get in through like the bottom of the car and stuff? Like,
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
I didn't think about that. Like, can't they go in through like the
New fear unlocked.
Yeah.
And the answer is yes, but not when they're of a certain size. So that's good news.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like they have quite the variety down there. So I'm sure somebody would find their way in there eventually.
Yeah, they might. And then that's not even counting the bugs,
Oh yeah.
the insects. Yeah.
A couple of snacks in the car.
Everyone thinks about Alligator Alley and they think about the
I
alligator.
think we're the snacks in the car.
Yeah, you are the snacks in the car in Alligator
We're
Alley.
the snacks in the car.
That's the way that works for sure. All right, we are right at the 10-minute mark here. So let's jump into another song. We'll do the AMAs after that, and then we'll wrap up the show. Sound good?
Absolutely.
All right, take it away. What's the next song?
Good deal. We're allowed to do a cover, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I give you permission. Thank you for asking.
I'm not gonna.
This is your show, man. You do what you want. This is Doug South live.
Well, the legality with the covers and stuff. I forgot.
FCC's got a blanket license, so we're good.
Good deal. All right. Well, I'm not gonna tell y'all which one this is. But
Yeah, man.
y'all
Surprise me.
Yeah.
put you in an early grave.
Live Music Showcase. Doug South in the house right now. This is the end of the show. We're getting near we're very near the end of the show, that is. Don't go anywhere just yet, though, because we do still have the AMA questions and comments that have come through. I'm going to share those right after this. But first, the show that you're listening to right now doesn't happen without an entire team of volunteers behind the scenes making sure that everything looks and sounds as good as it does. Sound mixer Mark Perfetti, audio assistant Pam Robinson, video director Charles Holsopple, our camera operators today are Lisa Reuter, Ike Parham, and Marcy Connors. Our board op is Charlie Cushing, and I'm your host, Ken Apperson. This is Live Music Showcase, live every Friday at 2 p.m. after the news headlines. Coming up right after us is Reverend Billy C. Wirtz and the Rhythm Revival. Super cool show. Hope you stick around for that. Now, we have the AMAs. We have questions. We have comments. The first one that came through immediately as soon as I did the AMA. Actually, I think it was a few minutes before we actually initiated it.
Wow.
Naughty. Doesn't matter. It's okay. It says, I'm really digging these guys. I hope to catch them in the area soon. Great songs. Great picking. And that's from Sylvester in Tampa.
Thanks,
so that's
Sylvester.
Cool. Let's see here. We have a listener thought. I actually noticed this too. I think it's an effect pedal. This one's for Andrew. It says the listener thought the pedal steel had a synthesizer sound to it. Did he do something to make it sound like that?
Yes, I use a pedal that simulates the sound of a Leslie speaker from a B3 organ.
Very cool. So the spinny sound.
The spinny sound.
The spinny sound. Yeah. All right. And then Bob Pope Jr. says, it's heartbreaking to hear this band doesn't stay together. They're so talented, and the way the group is arranged, each one gets an opportunity to show off their talent. Well, Bob, it's not that they don't stay together. It's that it's the nature of a band centered around a single individual, typically.
Yeah, like it's always like doors always like open and closing. Man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's not like they're here and then they're breaking up after this. It's it's a revolving door. It's it's who's available, and we play together when we can, and when we can't, it doesn't work out so well. Or if someone ain't acting right, they get the stanky boot.
I seen it.
Ho ho! I want to hear more about that in just a few minutes. And then I think that might have been the last one that was an email form. And then finally, we just have a few more comments in the live stream, which is just, Dennis says, this has been great. It's like just this has been great.
Thanks.
This has been great. I'm having a resoundingly good time. I love it. All right, you guys want to take us out with one more song?
Ooh.
Can you do that? Do you got one more?
I think we can do that.
One more in the tank. While they're getting set up with their last song, you, the listener, just so you know, the radio broadcast cuts off at exactly 3:01 p.m., but the live stream and the podcast, they keep going until we hit the stop button, basically. So if you want to hear this entire song, this whole song in its entirety, jump over to the live stream on Facebook or on YouTube. On Facebook, the live stream is Live Music Showcase. Is WMNF's Live Music Showcase. On Facebook, it's WMNF's Live Music Showcase. On YouTube, it's WMNF Community Radio. Jump in there. There's still a whole bunch of people hanging out, sharing comments, having their yucks and whatnot. It's a good time. So jump into the live stream. Join us. All right, you guys good to go?
Oh, yeah.
Ready to take us out? What's this one going to be called?
Man, this has been like one of my favorite songs to do for like the last. It's another cover. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
It's called Streets of Bakersfield. Buck Owens originally did it. Dwight Yoakam also did a version with him. But I've tried to like steer towards the Buck version more myself.
And before you start, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being on the show today.
Well, thanks for having us.
I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and share your musical talents with us. So
appreciate you having us. Absolutely. Well, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
This is WMNF Tampa.